Hey guys, it's Jenny here, and it is currently 10:30 on September 30th, and I'm going to be here doing my September wrap-up and October TBR. A few things first is that I'm trying to be a little bit quiet because I rescued two little kittens, and I just finally got them to go to sleep for the night, so I don't want to wake them up because I know that I'm going to be up for another hour after that. But I just finished my final book that I'm gonna be able to finish for the month. And honestly, I didn't read too many books this month, but my page quota is through the roof. But yeah, also, I noticed that you guys have one of my book outlet videos up to 670 views. I'm like ecstatic about it. So, I ordered from Book Outlet. Yeah, I'm just so happy, and I had a coupon from them because they were ever so kind as to send me a coupon for that video, so I'm gonna use that coupon, and I bought some books, so expect a video from that. And without further ado, I will lead you through my wrap-up. So, the first book that took up most of my reading time this month was It by Stephen King. I actually read all of this. And believe me, so this was from the first day of school until now. So this took me about 3 weeks. You would not believe how many strange looks I got for carrying around this book. This is like an extra 2 pounds. I'm like just carrying around all the time. And you wanna know something sad? In my entire school, I was the only kid that carried around a book. How sad is that? But okay, yes. I finally got through it. Yeah, people were like, I can't believe you're reading that. My teachers would pick it up and be like, are you reading that? And I'm like, yeah, I'm not just carrying around for display. I'm reading it. And yes, I finished it. Basically, it is about 7 kids in the town of Derry, Maine, who many kids keep going missing and being killed and stuff, and these kids keep experiencing supernatural occurrences. And basically, there's something haunting the town, or there's something that has a hold on the town. It takes place in the storm drains, the sewer system, and these kids face their fear and figure out that it is a clown. It's basically a killer clown that lures kids into the sewers and eats them. So I have some very, very mixed emotions about this book. So mixed that I'm probably going to do a review on this. So yes, this book was a whopping 1,153 pages. Not to mention, the text is minuscule compared to the other book that I just got done reading. Like 5 minutes ago. This stuff was so small. Yeah. Text was so small. It was difficult for me to get through. And then the book that I just finished was The Trials of Apollo, Book 2, The Dark Prophecy by Riordan. Oh my god, I loved this book. It had me laughing, it had me crying, it had me biting my nails. Once again, I am so thoroughly impressed by Rick Riordan's writing. I just love this book. Sequels are hard for me, usually, because, it's mainly second books in particular. I don't know what it is, just, the second book's never compared to the first book. But I like this one better than the first book. It was just so good, and I am so excited for the third book that's coming out in the spring. I just know that it's going to be so good, and I can't wait. This was 401 pages, so for September, I reached a whopping 1,554 pages read, which is about 4 times 4 times the amount of pages that I read last month when I read 3 books. I'm really proud. I did not reach my book. I had 6 books on my TBR. I only read 2, but I read a lot of pages, and that's what really counts. So, without further ado, we are now going to get into my October TBR, which I am actually planning to finish all these, because there's only 1 big book and two really small ones, and then there's like a medium-sized one. So the first book that I think I'm going to end up picking up sometime soon, because I know I'm going to whip through it, is One of Us is Lying by Karen M. McManus. I've been wanting to pick up this book forever. And, like, the time has just never been right. And now I am definitely picking this up. I really can't wait for this book. I know that they compare it to... I know that they compare this book to Pretty Little Liars and The Breakfast Club. And I am such a big fan of Pretty Little Liars. So I know for a fact that I'm going to love this. And it's not that big. So yes, this centers 5 students at Bayview High walk into detention. There's the brain, the beauty, the criminal, the athlete, and the outcast. The outcast is the creator of Bayview High's notorious gossip app, and he never makes it out of the classroom. Before the end of detention, he is dead, and according to investigators, his death wasn't an accident. On Monday, he died. But on Tuesday, he'd planned to post juicy reveals about all 4 of his high-profile classmates, which makes all 4 of them suspects in his murder. Or are they still just the perfect patsies for a killer who's still on the loose? Everyone has secrets. What really matters is how far you would go to protect them. And this just sounds so suspenseful. I am so excited to read this. And there's actually supposed to be another book on my TBR, and I just now remembered it. And I'm gonna go find it really quick because I need. Okay, I'm back. I finally found the book, and this book might get bumped up to the first on my list, but if not the first, I will be definitely reading this book second. Here, let me just try to prop you up against it, because my camera's wonky. Okay, so one of the first or second books I'm going to be reading this month is They Both Die at the End by Adam Silvera. I've been dying to read this book forever, too. Like, these first 2 books have been my most anticipated reads of the season. Besides a select few books, but yes, I'm totally in love with the covers. And, the interior. Basically, this is about when okay, I'm just gonna read the synopsis because it's easier. On September 5th, a little after midnight, Deathcast calls Mateo Torres and Rufus Emeterio to give them some bad news. They're going to die today. Mateo and Rufus are total strangers, but for different reasons, they're both looking to make a new friend on their end day. The good news, there's an app for that. It's called Last Friend, and through it, Rufus and Mateo are about to meet up for one last great adventure to live a lifetime in a single day. So, basically, 2 boys meet on their last day, and they have this wonderful day together, but they both die at the end. And I know that I'm going to end up crying, so that's why I'm trying to save this book, is because I'm going to want to read it when I'm at home. So I might try to host a 24-hour readathon the next time I go to my dad's and try to read it then, so I'm not crying at school again, because it has happened before. But just know, this book is going to be read by my eyes very, very soon. Mark my words, these 2. Okay, and then after this, we're going to get into another thriller that I've had on my TBR forever, which is The Walls Around Us by Nova Rensuma. I've had this book on my TBR since, like, May or June. March. I don't even know. I'm just going to read the synopsis for this one because I don't even know how to sum it up anymore. Ori's dead because of what happened out behind the theater in the tunnel made out of trees. She's dead because she got sent to that place upstate, locked up with those monsters, and she got sent there because of me. On the outside, there's Violet, a dancer days away from the life of her dreams when something threatens to expose the shocking truth of her achievement. On the inside, within the walls of Aurora Hills Juvenile Detention Center, there's Amber, in prison for so long she can't imagine freedom. Tying their two worlds together is Oriana, who holds the key to unlocking all the girls' darkest mysteries. It's a ghostly story of suspense told in two voices, one still living and one long dead. So I'm not sure what I think about this book. I feel like it's one of those where you're supposed to just go in blind and not know what it's about. So yes, I'm hopefully going to be getting to this. I hope I don't get stuck on this. Like, I know some of those books, they're kind of difficult for me to read, but it's pretty short. I should be able to get through it. And I really can't decide which one I want to pick up first. Okay, I really need to get to this book, so it's going to be this one. So the next book that I really plan to get to this month is A Court of Mist and Fury by Sarah J. Maas. This was on my TBR for last month. After I finished Trials of Apollo, this was actually going to be the next one that I read, but I didn't get to it in time. So this... Excuse me. This is getting read this month for sure. This is the sequel to A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J. Maas, which, I have, like, I can't hear, so I'm sorry, it, like, really hurts, which is about a girl named Fae Realm who is hunting to feed her starving family, and in the woods she encounters a wolf trying to prey on the food that she's trying to get for her family. So she kills the wolf and discovers that it is a fae, like a fairy, and so she takes it and sells its hide at the market, and a beast-like creature bangs down her door and demands retribution, and she gets dragged to the world of Prythian, which is the Fae Realm, and it turns out that her captor is not a beast, but he is Tamlin, who is a high lord of Prythian, and he's actually smoking hot, and yeah, he's not a beast, but a really hot, very powerful lord. And so basically, this is a Beauty and the Beast retelling, and God, so much went down in those few 100 pages of A Court of Thorns and Roses. I can't wait to see how this is going. I tried to get into this, like, I got a couple chapters into it, but those chapters were all of just Feyre complaining. She was just whining and complaining and whining and complaining. I'm just like, oh my god, shut up and just be happy. But I hope it gets better. A lot of people are saying they loved it. So I need to just get past her whining and just read it. So yes. Court of Mist and Furies on my TBR. And then the last one on my TBR, which I don't know if I'm going to get to or not. I've had this on my TBR for a while. It's been on my radar forever. Is Six of Crows by Leigh Bardugo. All I know about this book is that it's about 6 outcasts who perform an impossible heist. That is all I know. It's the ice court. Yeah. They're trying to, I believe, pull a heist on the ice court. And everybody raves about these books just as much as Sarah J. Maas's books. So hopefully this will be good. I just really need to get to it soon. So yes, this is my TBR. I should be able to get to these. It's 5 books. October's 31 days. I really need to get out of my reading slump the rest of the way and just dive in. And I'm finally breaking out of my reading slump, so that's so good. I read it. That's a big milestone. I flew through Trials of Apollo in 3 days flat. So I think I'm finally out of my reading slump. I'm actually gonna try to crack open either this one or this one tonight. I think I'm gonna do sampling chapters. Alright, I'm gonna do sampling chapters to see which one I'm gonna read first, and then I'm gonna just start it, and that's how it's gonna go. So yeah, thank you for watching, guys. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, excuse me, and subscribe if you haven't already. Feel free to leave a comment down below, and don't forget to tell your friends about subscribing to my channel, and you might get a chance to be entered in the giveaway if we reach 150 subscribers. So yes, please let everybody know and subscribe if you haven't already, because I have some good books that are on my mind to enter in the giveaway. Just remember, 150 subscribers equals 1 book to give away, and 200 subscribers equals 2 books to give away. So yeah, keep that in mind, and thank you for watching, guys.